Hey everyone, welcome. It's Kaz. Wanted to talk a little bit about my experience with the Enchanter, what I love about the class right off the bat, everything about it so far at level 6, and kind of give a little roadmap as to where I'm going in the beta, how far I'm going to take this character, etc. etc. So without further ado, here we go. The first thing I love about the Enchanter is the pet. The pet that you get at level 1 is much stronger than the pet in EverQuest. It really kind of reminds me of having a mage pet, having a magician pet. It's that strong, and it makes you feel like you're invincible once you get it, and you save up enough money, and you can finally earn that pet. Now, the downside of that are the mats are extremely expensive for it. The daggers are like 15 copper a pop, and it really pays to do some farming of copper early on and then enchant the bars so you can sell those bars and make some money to help you out with your spells and everything else that you might need. With that being said, I'm enjoying the abilities. You have the iconic abilities of the Enchanter. You have Charm, which you can take two enemies and make them fight one another. You have Mesmerize in case you get a third. And you have ways to control the fight. You can choose to buff your pet if you want, although it's not recommended because when your pet turns on you, you end up with 3 mobs instead of just 2. One of the nice QOL changes that they made in the game for enchanters that I love is the circular ring above their heads, showing that they're the charmed mob. This is a great change. This was a phenomenal quality of life change that I just cannot speak enough good things about in the game. Now, with that being said, also you get Enfeeble, you get your haste line, you get strength, you get minor wisdom, which is good to put on the wisdom casting classes like the shaman, the druid, and the cleric. You get the minor intelligence, which is good to put on the elementalist, necromancer, classes like that, and so on and so forth. So you get a lot of good things as the enchanter. You get a nuke, which is cool, and I think you even get some cool stuff later on, even cooler stuff. Um, you also get the ability to pump mana into other party members' mana bars, so you give them your mana, to convert over to a low mana healer or something like that, like a shaman to help them out, help them finish healing the group off. Enchanters are just amazing. I'm really enjoying my time playing this one. I don't know a whole lot about the class in Monsters and Memories, so I'm still learning all that stuff. I just started on my quest. I didn't turn in the note when I made an enchanter to mess around on the alpha for a little bit and not really dive deep down into it. I didn't really pay much attention to the quest line. I just kind of turned in the note and that was that. This time I'm doing it completely different, so we'll see how that goes. They're still killing Shiras. That's cool. I just wanted to show a better example of it in use in a relevant situation. Uh-oh, I didn't mean to pull that. I didn't realize they were pulling from that camp too. But yeah, this is how it works. You just let them beat the crap out of one another. Help out your pet a little bit more. It's really nice. I'm loving the enchanter. Let me take my butt over here to these contents. This is gonna kind of be like a part video, like part of me explaining my thoughts on the Enchanter, what I like about it, and content like that, and still be like a video where I'm actually playing, but just off stream. So it's gonna be a combination of the two. Getting my charm stuff all set up here, ready to go. We'll let them fight for a little bit, trade blows, and get better aggro. Ooh. I don't have a mem wipe yet. Let's charm him. A higher level one. I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to get XP there. But it's cool. Now you'll get to see it in action. Help out Pat a little bit. Grab a solo one. And hopefully by the time this next fight is over with, I can get XP for both of them. There we go. Now I'll let them fight. Hopefully I can beat down my pet a little bit more. Might have to bring a tougher one though. That's the thing as an enchanter, you always have to know when to end it. It gets too dangerous. Don't risk it. And that's why my pet's so far away from me, is because if it breaks, it's all good. I can just recharm it, or if I want to mez it or run out of the zone, I can, to avoid trouble. I will tell my pet to follow me though. Now I'll try to mez that one. One of them's gonna come running. Oh gosh, I gotta. Couldn't cast anything. What the hell? that got a little rough. It turned into a train, is what happened. It was a little unfortunate. I just wanted to have a situation that I could control, and I ended up with a big situation built for a group, you know. But just showing some of that stuff off with the Enchanter, it's really, really fun. They get all their other spells, you know. They get the binds, the gates, and reclaim energies of the world, like for EverQuest and stuff like that. So it's very similar play style to EverQuest, but I like the Monsters and Memory Enchanters better. So the Enchanters and Monsters and Memories, I'd rather play one from this game if I had to choose between Monsters and Memories and EverQuest. Definitely pick the Monsters and Memories Enchanter. Huge fan of the class. Looking forward to the changes that are made in the future with the devs. Hope all of you enjoyed this video and are looking forward to more content to come. Thank you guys for watching.